Sparty's really feeling himself, I feel, right now, and hitting some great shots. And again with the rail, and Demon is going to be coming into the next map on the back foot psychologically already. I mean, Sparty has been shutting him down, and Sparty's been getting everything he wants and denying Demon everything he wants. And look at that, the flick rails all over the place. Sparty is loving it right now.
That's cool. I haven't seen Sparty cover this for some weeks. He's really looking much more on form than before. And wow, so there we are. It is going to be GG. Map number 1 is going to go to Sparty. So that is a Demon's choice, kind of gone down the drain a little bit. And the damage, sadly I can't see Demon's damage as well. But I think Demon got quite a lot of damage, but Sparty was just really nicely
he made it count when it needed to count. Sparty was there and making the frags in the right places at the right times, really important. And yeah, I got to say, Demon, he's got to compose himself now. He's got to get himself together, because it sucks when you lose the map that is your home map. That sucks. Yeah. I mean,
I don't think we can be too disheartened by it. I don't think he should be, because Furious Heights he's still good at. I mean, he's not. I don't feel like he's going into this map going, oh well, I've just got no hope in hell. I still think he's going to be feeling positive. Demon's not the kind of guy who really sort of is grudgingly disappointed when he goes into games like this. So I think we're still going to see a solid game, but if Sparty keeps playing the way he is, then maybe we'll see something similar. Yeah,
definitely. I do wonder if Sparty's going to take his momentum and go aggressive straight away, depending on the start, of course, or whether he's going to try and feel Demon out a bit, because feeling your opponent out at the start of the game is always a good move. Just playing passively and just seeing how they react to different situations can tell you a lot about your opponent and how to pick up mistakes later on in the game. But I mean, is Sparty going to go for that, or is he just going to carry his momentum forward?
I don't know. He's got to be careful, because if Demon's got his aim on at the beginning of next game, then Demon's actually the kind of person who's going to do that sort of tactic as well. Just go for it, like, trust in your aim, trust in your damage, and just pillage all over your enemy's face. It's, I can imagine both the players doing it, but I think Demon should really be a bit more defensive and cautious going into this. Yeah,
I actually agree. I mean, I think Sparty should really respect the fact that Demon can just shut you down with a rail. Like, his aim is very formidable, and if you get a start like a frag or two down just because you're a bit too avant-garde at the start and you just went too crazy and you took those rails, Demon's all of a sudden got all the momentum and you're playing from behind. So I think again, I would definitely recommend that passive start for sure for Sparty, and Demon has everything to play for now. This is his lifeline. It's match point for Sparty.
Yeah.
And we should be getting into this momentarily. So.
Yeah, so Sparty is lurking somewhere. Demon's back on the server. But yeah, semifinals. I want to check out the brackets at some point later and see kind of who's managed to edge forward, because sadly we're not allowed to observe every single game as much as we want to.
Yeah, I think
how's Guard doing?
I think CZM is playing Gizmo right now.
Oh yeah,
so I think that is the game that's going
how's
on.
Gizmo doing?
I do not know, or it might actually be. No, sorry, I think could be the next game.
Oh really?
In the next round, I'm not sure. Okay. Don't quote me on that.
I won't.
But I think we've got back.
Oh, we're going. Too, so. Let's go live quickly, guys. We are on map number 2 in the quarterfinals between Demon and Sparty. So I'm on a Sparty off the beginning. Sparty getting that rocket. He kind of took a little bit of a breather at the beginning. It's like, all right, I've got a weird spawn. Let's just listen for a moment, see where the enemy is. I mean, it's cool. Sparty's really sort of thinking about this really nicely. Maybe he didn't go out partying last night. I'm not sure.
And Sparty creeping around the LG area is going to try and sweep up all the weapons that he can. And I mean, he needs that rail. Like, he really wants that rail right now, and he has to be aware that his opponent does have the rail and that he can't defend those angles. And look, there it is, the rail, like, streaming through that little hole in the grate, and Sparty is a bit locked down. He's got to be careful here. His opponent.
Oh, the rocket's
good rocket
nice
from Demon.
And Demon's killed so much time. He can back off to the red armor if he really wants to.
Yeah, just playing it safe, playing it passively, just trying to keep things calm for now and try to go for the sure thing. He doesn't want to go too crazy right at the start.
200, 100 for the Swede. Demon, just avoiding that rocket. He didn't even know where Sparty was. So Demon, another rocket from the Belgian.
Sparty all of a sudden is in a bit of bad shape with those rockets coming from Demon, landing some great damage onto Sparty. and that's going to really be annoying for Sparty. And Demon knows he's in a really good stack advantage right now.
Oh,
look at that rocket.
That
straight in the side of the head, and Demon landing another one in return. So rockets, it's just all about the rockets right now, and Demon picking up that Mega is going to have time on the red, as he was the last guy, I think, to pick it up. So Sparty are completely on the back foot all of a sudden. We haven't had a frag or anything. It's just all these trades of damage has worked out marvelously in Demon's favor, and Demon with everything, absolutely everything right now.
Yeah, Sparty's getting an entire yellow armor to weep against. I'm going to switch over to Demon because he's really in control at the moment. I want to see if he's able to convert this into a frag. Sparty hanging around the lightning gun area. Oh, the rail doesn't quite hit.
There it is.
Does arrive in the end. Demon's looking for the spawn. He doesn't want to give away a major item if he doesn't have to. He gets red armor first. And I think he heard Sparty over at the railgun. This is a nice conversion frag by the Belgian. And he is going to make it 2-0 off the beginning. Mega health as well. Yellow armor behind. Everything's going so dandy for him right now.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes, 2 frags up for Demon, 2-0, and he's looking in great shape. And Sparty cannot afford any engagements. And Demon's well aware. I mean, Demon is a seasoned player. He's well aware of the options of Sparty, and Sparty's looking for these angles. And Demon just has to pick stuff up and find a good gap between the major items to try and push for a frag and push for more damage. And he can just whittle Demon. He can just whittle, Sparty away with this damage, because Sparty can never take him in an engagement. He just has to run, constantly has to run. And there we go, Sparty
really nice.
Chooses to take an engagement, but he worked himself into a corner, and that was his only option. And you can see that he didn't get Demon close to dying there, and Demon with another couple rails.
The grill. He doesn't have any more rails, so he's got to be careful. And he just takes red armor. 4 seconds between Mega and red. Could be a little bit tight for him a bit later.
Oh, nice rail for Sparty there. Sparty has to get the item times. That's really like one of the ways he can get back in this game is, of course, landing these rails. And look at this, he doesn't even care. He can take one rail and you can fly. Wow, that is the risk that he goes for, and it pays off. Yeah, spades right there. I mean, look at this. I mean, Demon will get the yellow and the red on the rail as well, but Sparty's worked himself back into the game at least somewhat, and putting another frag onto the board is definitely going to be good for him right now.
Yeah, I mean, all those rails in a row, Demon must be slightly peeved by that. Sparty gets himself a yellow, so he's sitting on around roughly 200. 200 by the rail from Demon is going to cut him short just a little bit. We've got 3 seconds until red. Demon's going to rain down some rockets. He doesn't want to give it away, and he does manage to keep it for himself. Yellow armor up as well. It's going to take him by the Swede. Demon hanging around for this mega health. Looks like he doesn't really have sword timing, and he just wants to sort of wait it out. Maybe. Oh.
Yeah, and he does actually find his opponent there, Sparty, coming in for the rail. And Sparty is so aggressive with these rails. Like, like that first frag that he made. It's like, I have 26 health. I'm just going to go for this engagement where it's just going to be this constant, like, I'm going to hit 3 rails in a row and basically bank on the fact that you're not going to hit 1. That's basically what he's saying. That's his statement there. So it's absolutely crazy.
A little bit so far, but he might.
I mean, here is like where it doesn't work. Like, he gets it once, but now it's not looking so good. And with a 4 frag difference, Demon's actually looking like he's making a much better decisions right now. He's much more technically proficient so far on this map.
No, he's definitely doing a great job at the moment. This is really what he had to do to pull this best of 3 back into, well, at least equal hands. Sparty on that yellow. Demon might need to change weapon a bit. These rockets aren't connecting the way they should. It's going to be LG on LG. Sparty tries to get away, but he is going to get faded by that lightning gun. 5 seconds until red. Demon might even jump down onto this.
Yeah, I feel like Sparty isn't really working his patience enough right now. I mean, he's bringing himself into these situations where if he just tried to escape, read the opponent's position more and try to just keep buying himself time as much as possible instead of trying these crazy fights, it feels like he's just going into these fights prematurely is what I'm saying, and I feel like he could just try to wait it out longer, because I feel that's a better chance for him. Yeah,
completely. And just before we go, I'll pause for them.
1, fight.
Alright, so Sparty has requested a pause, and I'll grant him that wish. But I mean, if we look at the scoreboard, you can see not a single red has gone to Sparty so far. 12 have gone to Demon. Mega and yellows fairly even, but it really has been that red armor, those red armors that have made the difference for him. And Sparty, not a happy bunny just yet.
Yeah, I mean, Sparty really, I mean, he's not hitting as much as he wants. He's not getting in situations as much as he wants. And Demon, I mean, we were talking about momentum and stuff from the last map, but it's affected Demon to no extent right now. He's showing, I think, his experience and his composure as a player, and he's making sure that this map really counts, and he's not giving away anything for free. And his control, he's been running his control really well.
In the game, by the way, guys. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, and I mean, Demon's still in this period of control. Like, he's got his Mega, he's got his Reds. I mean, the items are spread out, like, beautifully for him. Maybe Sparty can get a yellow here and there, but that's pretty much all it's going to be for him. And picking up that shaft is going to be helpful somewhat to Sparty, but still he can't take any fights right now. So Demon just has to keep doing what he's doing and just keep running down the clock, trying to play the war of attrition onto Sparty. Sparty just not able to cope with the damage and, you know, the resources available.
No, very well put. Demon, I mean, we've passed halfway. Demon's got a decent frag lead. I feel like he should play fairly defensively. He doesn't need to just capitalize and get as many frags as possible now. He needs to make sure that he's just playing really a tight, safe game and minimizing the risks that he's taking. So, and it looks like he's doing just a fine job of that at the moment.
Yeah, and we can see the impetus is indeed on Sparty to try and like make a fight happen and try to steal away enough yellows and then sneak away before Demon can find out where he is. And Sparty looking for those little traps right now, and we could see him setting up for one on that past red. But will he try and set up another trap, and will it work? Right now he's just on this upper area still.
Sparty, let's have a look at him. So he's on 100, 130. There's a pretty tight stack, and he's doing exactly what he should be. He looks like he's trying to sneak down, tiny bit of damage after Demon picks up the red. Nothing too leery or crazy, but just getting in at what he has to. And Demon finally actually would have seen him for maybe the first time in 45 seconds.
Here we go, Sparty has worked himself up to 150 armor right now. But there we go, that rail is really going to hurt him. I mean, that's going to set him back another 30 seconds, really. But he's going to try and force the issue. He knows the red time. He's going to go for the red, and Demon not able to take the red in time, but will back off. And Sparty.
That was a weird finish to that fight. So that's really well played by Demon as well. He's managed to avoid any kind of traps or plans from Sparty. And I think that was the major denial. I'm going to be very impressed now if Sparty's able to bring it back 9-1 at the moment. Demon really keeping this furious fight tightly controlled. Look at that. Sparty is even rocket jumping over. And Demon, instead of going head first into him, he's going to back off a bit.
Yeah, it seemed really strange that that fight really seemed like a great opportunity for Sparty, but he just couldn't execute in the end, and he seemed to get very frustrated with his lack of execution in the moments that mattered there. I mean, completely, you know, a huge contrast from the first game where Sparty was really just on point on every situation, but for this next engagement, Sparty just going for Demon right now, going for the throat. I mean, if he gets a kill on Demon, it's still not even going to matter, I think, at this point. And Demon with a 9 frag advantage over Sparty on Furious Heights and 2 minutes remaining. It's gonna be hard pressed for Sparty to try and make something happen here. And what are your predictions really going into the third map? Do you know what the third map is?
Third map's going to be Lost World. And just as I really wanted to see at the beginning, we are going to be able to see it. Very weird how it's come down. Sparty won Demon's map, Demon's won Sparty's map. You know, it's obviously not that unlikely, but it's still a strange way for it to go, and I have no idea what to expect going into the last one.
Yeah, so okay, that CZM has taken the first map away from Gizmo, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I definitely think that CZM is of course the favourite in that matchup, but it's going to be great to see him progressing. And as we close out this last minute of the game, we're going to see Demon and Sparty exchange a lot of damage onto each other as they just go a bit nuts.
Demon's looking for a really strange shot. Not going to be able to get it. Sorry, maybe another time you can get that movie drag. But no, Lost World's going to be interesting. Sparty's not going to have that railgun to play with. Do you think he's going to suffer without it, or do you think it's actually going to be good for him?
I think it'll be good for him because I feel like it's more of it's going to help Demon more. You know, the rail will help Demon more than it helps Sparty, I feel. And I feel like Sparty, you know, he's been around the block a few times on Lost World. He knows how it goes, and he's going to know how to play with the rocket and the shaft well enough that he's not going to be wanting any rail that.
He won't be
secret railgun
diving for it too much, so to speak. And Red's dropping down. Oh, Sparty's going to take a big rocket there to the chest. Nice rub. Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to really pin down mistakes from Demon at the moment on this map. I mean, is there any way you can really show a flaw in his game here?
I mean, he played really well. I think Sparty he got some chances. I think he wasn't patient enough in some situations, and also the chances he got. I mean, I don't think he executed as he would have liked to execute, and it never really went his way. I mean, he did set up a few traps, but alas, the traps never came to fruition as his opponent never really walked into them. So whether you could say that it was a bad read or just lack of luck, I think Sparty just got outplayed overall, and Demon, well played to Demon. And as we move into the Lost World, I'll be quite interested to see how this one works out, because I feel like Lost World is definitely a map that encompasses many aspects of Duel, and you have to be good at all of them, like positioning, item control, fighting, and so on and so forth. But I think most of all, there's a huge element of reading your opponent, because there's so many like 50-50 situations where you can like lock your opponent down into a situation where they can only go use one or two exits, and there's a lot of reading of your opponent going on. So it'll be interesting to see who makes the better reads overall on this map.
Are you still going Sparty? Is he still going to be your right pick?
I still want to go Sparty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to maintain Demon. I was nervous after Hectic,
Okay.
after making my choice, but I think again it is going to be really tight coming down to it. And I'm going to tell the guys that we are ready, and we can let them start. So Demon has it readied up. We are live, guys, and the tiebreaker map of this quarterfinals Sunday FACEIT Cup number 4.
Fight.
Who's going to get this any Sparty or Demon? And the race to Rocket is going to be won by Demon. Sparty hitting the floor in the lava immediately off the start. But Demon missing his jumps as well. He's
not a good start for Sparty.
Yeah, Demon's got to be careful. He does manage to get over to the item, but he's lacking, well, distinctly lacking a lightning gun. Well, he's got plenty of time to get over there whenever he feels it necessary, but it looks like he wants to just get to 200 as soon as humanly possible.
Yeah, Sparty's got to really be patient and work his position right now. He's going to find Demon there. I don't think he expected Demon to be waiting there. And good fight for Sparty. Really, really good situation for him. And now he's actually going to be able to get position if he can rocket jump up. And he does just that. And he's got a mega spawning, and that's really next time of concern. But Demon coming around the corner with that shotgun is going to prove to Sparty that he is not afraid, and it's going to be a mutual frag there, and it's going to be, everything's going to be up for grabs.
Oh, this is nice by Demon. Demon, I'm going to actually flick over to Demon because he's done some crazy moves at the moment. He might even be able to secure this mega health. The Sparty jumps onto it. He gets that rocket launcher very quickly, makes himself scarce. So, I mean, Demon with a nice start to it, Sparty finishing it off as well, making sure that there are still items on the map left for him to take.
Yeah,
and Demon up in position.
And Demon is definitely looking in good shape, and he did a really smart positional play there after the mutual frag, and really made the most of it. And now he's got some good position on Sparty. So Sparty's really got to try and make sure he doesn't take too much damage from Demon here, and Demon's going to be doing his best to make sure that he can deal the damage. And Sparty, can he get out? Oh, he manages to get out without taking much damage. That's a really big deal, I feel. And he's going to be able to get he's guaranteed at least 1 yellow armor, I think.
Yeah, Sparty wants this one. It's a big rocket fight down in the little pit. They both managed to get out. Demon hoovering away. That 50 health bubble. The lightning gun on Sparty is great. 2-0. That was a really nice engagement for Demon, and surely he's going to pick up one more. He got taken out to 12 health though. Slightly crippled, but 50 health bubble should be up. And Demon can,
such an aggressive decision from Sparty. That rocket jump was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, Demon actually had put himself in a bad position, but then Sparty decided to just give it back to him after all. And Demon looking in great shape. Mega probably going to get the red. He's going to try and cut off the angles before he tries to make any position onto red. So and now he knows where Sparty is, and he knows what Sparty can do. And he doesn't really care. Look at that stack.
Yeah, he takes time out of the way to go and get himself a grenade launcher. Picks up a ton of ammunition. Oh, a rocket from Sparty. But, Demon's so stacked, and I can't imagine that he really cares too much.
This is it, though. Sparty knows. Sparty's doing what he has to do. He has to play these choke points. That is like a really good way to get some good damage to equalize the fight. But unfortunately, he does fall back off of the position, and he's going to be onto that mega now, and he does get it. So it's not horrendous for him yet.
So I'll tie that lightning gun, just keeping Sparty on his middle platform. Look at that. Demon suspended in the air for a moment. Almost a very dangerous position to be in. Oh, the lightning gun fight in the middle. Sparty's going to go down once more, and Demon is going to keep this game in his favor. Nice lightning gun. Sparty flying through the air. I think he expected Demon to be a little bit lower than he was.
Yeah, it's a really good read from Demon to like understand what the stacks are in that situation and understand that he can take the fight and capitalize, because Sparty was at a moment of weakness, and it takes a good player to pick that moment out and capitalize, and that's exactly what Demon does. And with a 5-0 lead 3.5 minutes into this game, that is a lot of frags on DM13 on Lost World. That is a big lead.
Sparty's got to slow it down. He's got to do, I mean, at a point in T7, he started doing the same thing. He slowed down a lot and tried a trap, which unfortunately for him didn't work. He's got to try these methods here. I'll be surprised if he really continues his aggression for the rest of the game, because I think Demon will be able to counter the aggression a lot more than some sneaky play. Mega help. Oh my god, Sparty does drop down with rockets, and he actually gets away with his life, which is surprising. Demon on the red, trying to get those little bits of lightning gun shots onto him, but he's going to back off. So I wonder if Demon's going to play it slow now. Do you think he should? I mean, what would be Demon's strategy at the moment?
Well, Demon is in a good position, but I mean, well, his position isn't good, but as far as his stack goes, he has a lot to work with, and he's got the weapons he needs right now. So it's just that ever, present concept here on DM13, where like, how much damage am I going to receive? Can my opponent capitalize on this position? And one good rocket is going to be the result for Sparty, and he's going to pick up that Mega too. So Demon with that rocket shot again is not committing too heavily, but running out rockets is really bad news. With an aggressive Sparty hot on his heels, running out rockets is really dangerous. You really need the rockets to play defensively on this map, and Demon is not with any rockets right now, and that's so dangerous as he moves around this open middle area and trying to find Sparty. But not, he won't find him in the end. But Sparty's got to be feeling pretty good, and with 5 minutes and a good stack to work with, he just has to make a series of good reads and get the engagement. And Demon playing those shots. Oh, look at that rocket!
I swear I saw that coming to him. Mega health, Sparty. Oh, he hits a massive rocket. He's gonna chase for the frag. Demon hasn't got enough health to keep him alive, and Sparty is gonna get himself on the board. And Demon just spawning there. If he knew what he got Sparty down to, he would have gone for that machine gun.
And look at that. I mean, that was a lot of damage. That was really close call for Sparty, but with 4 frags separating, and now 4 frags, that's all. Sparty can definitely pull this off now. He hears Demon picking up that yellow, and he's careful to try and not give away too much of his position until he fires those rockets. But there's Demon coming from below. I had no idea Demon was coming from that angle. That was kind of bizarre, but the Mega is spawning, so he wants to grab it. And as he goes in for the fight, Sparty locked out and away from that Mega pickup.
Yeah, that was a really nice challenge for Demon, and he managed to make something good out of the situation that looked bad at the beginning, and he's going to pick up a 7th frag on Sparty. And something that looked so good for Sparty just 30 seconds ago is suddenly being reversed into Demon's favor.
Yeah, it's such a horrible position as well. 6 frags is starting to like come into the territory where it's like you need to. It's not enough to just win the fight and have control afterwards. And so that means that like he needs to make something happen now. If he's going to recover this lead that Demon has, he really needs to make it happen now. And he has a good stack, so he's definitely got an opportunity to do it. He's just got to find the right engagement. And Demon is playing very well, very evasively right now.
And that's exactly what he needs to do. I mean, remember guys, this is the tiebreaker map. The winner of this will be going to the semi-finals. Demon with 2 great rockets. Sparty taking another one, and that's going to be it. Sparty disconnects. He just says, come on, and goes. Demon is going to win the quarterfinals. Wow, there's some, Demon, I mean, I'd almost go as far as saying he kind of sucked on Hectic, considering what I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, slow start for Demon for the series. And but otherwise, wow, he really came into his own on that Furious Heights, and that just carried him through that Lost World.
And Sparty just seemed to get pretty stressed towards the end. I don't think he could keep his head together. But anyway, guys, we have got some more games coming up, but we are going to take a very quick ad break. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back, guys, to the Face It Sunday Cup number 4. I am Zoot.
And I'm DDK.
Hey, hey, hey. And yeah, we're going to just check the brackets straight away. We've had some pretty cool quarterfinals so far and round of 16s and many others. But now we get to see who are the top 8 players that have made it through to this point. And just checking through there. So we've got Backstein and Pavlik up at the top. These are actually the guys that we're going to be seeing next. CZM did manage to take Gizmo out 2 maps to 0. So we could see CZM playing off against either Backstein or Matrox. And then on the other side of the brackets, we have Demon, who managed to take Sparty out 2 maps to 1. So Sparty, sadly, isn't going to be seeing us in our top 4. And as well is Pavel and Twister, who well, one of them are going to be going up against the Belgian Demon. But enough of the brackets. I think we've got a game ready and waiting for us. Backstein and Pavlik. They want to get into it.
And the winner of this plays against CZM.
That's going to be big.
That is cool. I'm interested in this game.
Yeah.
That sounds so infused.
Yeah. But Pavlik and Backstein in this best of 3. I'm going to find out what maps we can expect from these two. What do you think? Who's your favorite right now? For me, I find it difficult to say.
I really feel like Backstein's a massive favorite right now, just because not only has he been playing really well in the last 2 tournaments, the last 2 weeks. I mean, he doesn't really seem to like get too shaken by the pressure of like playing deep in tournaments. Because I mean, if that was the case, he wouldn't have beaten Cypher in like a close, 5 map final. So, I mean, Backstein, he's got to be the favorite for me. And are you? Yeah,
no, I agree. Matrox, I like Matrox, but I think Backstein right now is just on such a great level. Maps have been picked. Pavlik has picked a Lost World. Backstein's picked Hectic, and the tiebreaker is going to be Furious Heights. So the players are ready and waiting on the game, and they've been waiting for us for a little bit, so I am going to give them the signal to go ahead and play for us. Right, here we are. So Backstein has F3'd. Matrox is ready as well. What is it, going back and forth a little bit? But yeah, so Matrox's map pick here. It's going to be difficult because we're going live. I'll explain in a second. Here we are, guys, on the quarterfinals of the Face It Sunday Cup number 4. It is Pavlik and Backstein. And off the beginning, I am on Backstein. So on that red armor straight away, and Pavlik really put himself in a little hole, but wow, Pavlik bullies his way through with the grenades, and Backstein was just so busy trying to deny that 50 health bubble. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, and it's really even right now, but it feels like, I mean, Matrox does have that shaft, and oh wow, Backstein wants the shaft as well, closing the distance with those rockets. He has less health, he doesn't have the red, which Matrox has picked up, but he does have the position, and he can work his way onto some damage
big
and to even it up, and that's exactly what he does. Gets the good rocket, the money rocket, and that's going to be great news for Backstein, and he's going to get a yellow, and again, he's still got this position, so if he can maintain a good reads on his opponent, he's going to be able to make a really good, really strong start for himself.
Oh, no. Backstein getting held back and pinned in the corner for a bit. Pavlik hits some magnificent lightning gun and picks up frag number 2. Impressive stuff. And I think it's impressive enough that he was brave and picked Lost World against Backstein. But if you guys don't know, Backstein practices this map relentlessly. He's very, very strong here, but obviously Matrox feels some large amount of confidence in himself.
Yeah, that rocket jump was really weird from Backstein. I guess he really just didn't have the right read on his opponent where he was on the map, and he got caught massively. But look at that shotgun! Is some good damage onto Matrox. He even look at that. I mean, 7 HP, and he's going to pick up the 50, but Backstein's got to know that he's low, so that's going to really signal Backstein to that he has more breathing room around the map. He can move in certain spots that otherwise he would have been too scared to move in, and then we can see him going and taking the fight in the open upper areas of the map, and eventually will back off, keeping the escape options open. The signs of a good player. Backstein deals some damage, but he knows he doesn't want to commit, so he gets out in time, and some good plays from Backstein as he creeps around this mega area.
And really nice for Backstein keeping timing on that mega health. He does pinch it away from the Polish player. And Matrox making his way over to the lightning gun side of the map. Another yellow waits for him, but a really nice attack here. Backstein hits the perfect rocket to slow things down for him. And just a little pinch of the the yellow to keep
Yeah,
himself
and
rolling.
Backstein really using these rocket jumps to good effect. You can see him taking away that yellow. I mean, sure, he doesn't have the yellow anymore because he receives a lot of damage, but he's got his position, he's got some good reads and what's actually going on, and he won't get the drop onto the red, but there we go.
Yeah,
and Matrox, nowhere to be seen. I mean, it feels like Matrox would have punished him there, but Matrox, okay, the Mega was spawning at the same time, and Matrox wanted to make absolutely certain that he would be able to take it.
Yeah, that's so important to him for some reason.
And Backstein, I think if Backstein really noted the time down, he's going to be in a good shape to contest the next one. Having the Mega time is so useful. And here we go, Backstein trying to lock down that exit. And wow, look at the rockets, straight direct rockets onto Matrox, going to finish him off. And Backstein doing exactly what he needs to do to get himself back into the game.
He's trying those crazy rocket jumps, going up on the side, and the lightning gun as well is going to finish off Pavlik. So Backstein actually gets his own number on the board instead of Matrox cratering. So the control has changed sides. We've got a Dutch guy now with the items and the timing of everything important here. And a jump made by Pavlik trying to get onto that red area.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Another direct rocket for Backstein. And Backstein, getting really strong damage onto his opponent now. It's looking great. I mean, he's doing so much self damage with all the rockets. It doesn't actually look as close as it doesn't look as dominating as it actually is for Backstein with his fights. And he really values that positioning hugely, as we can see by, I mean, that's essentially what he's using the rockets for. He's saying, I'm going to pay this much health and armor for this position, and he will find Matrox again, and again we can see the rocket jump. He wants to shut Matrox down.
So nice. That lightning gun was perfect. Matrox was trying to move back, but just in one line it was going to be 100% LG. Here's another fight. Matrox going down once more. It is 4-2. Red armor up, and Backstein is in a wonderful shape at the moment. And he's done his routine so quickly, he's going to wait a while for any items to come out.
Yeah, Backstein, I mean, it's all about him right now. I mean, he was 2 frags behind, managed now to hit himself 4 frags ahead in a very short space of time. Yeah. And he's done it by using these rocket jumps very effectively. It can be a risky move if you don't know how to use them, but Backstein can certainly use them well. And he's basically just abusing the fact that Matrox just isn't expecting him to be in these certain positions, and he's making so many frags from it. It's really good stuff from Backstein right now. But Matrox, he's got to try and slow it down, but it's going to be hard against the relentless aggression of Backstein, I feel.
But Backstein, is so good at making a counter to the people who want to slow game down. You've got Matrox trying to hang back with grenades by that lightning gun area. So he's going to hunt him down, take a kill, and Matrox with the shotgun isn't going to manage to do enough damage to make it worthwhile. 7-2, it is extending drastically. Matrox trying to get down, is he on red area? I don't know where he went to.
Yeah, he's just getting shut down repeatedly by Backstein. Backstein's just all over him. He's not really letting him basically go anywhere he really wants to go. And Backstein just can take the fight and finish him off. He just left him there to finish him off for later.
I thought that was predictable though. Pavlik's staying for so long. It seemed like he was asking for it. I mean, Backstein's got such tight control on everything. I mean, his timing is flawless right now. And one more rocket, it surely will seal the deal. 9-2. And I don't even know if Pavlik can escape from this. I don't even know if he was expecting Backstein to be as good as he was. Was he watching last week? Did he see what he did to Cypher?
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's actually, did we see? Oh yeah, did Backstein beat Cypher on the game? He crushed him or something, right?
Yeah, he absolutely dominated him, like 11-2 or something.
I guess it's, I mean, I don't think people really, I don't think there's many players, if any, that really have the distinct style that Backstein has. He's really aggressive, but not aggressive in the typical way. He's positionally very aggressive. He doesn't he knows when not to commit, I think, and that's one of his strengths.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And Matrox has got the last frag, so he managed to string another. How did Backstein get there? It seemed like he teleported or something. And quick reactions from the Polish player. Oh, and a bit of sketchy connection going on. Does clear up, and a mega health and red up in a second. It's going to be a bit of a split on the items. Matrox needs to start winning these fights quickly. Yeah, and it's very early for mega health.
It's quite an even stack situation right now for both players. And with 6 frags and 3 minutes left, this is really Matrox's opportunity. He has to really make something happen for himself now, sooner than later, because if he manages to get killed right now, Backstein's going to have such a good shot at winning this game.
Yeah.
And with position, Matrox needs to be getting this damage. He just has to. He just can't let anything go away for free.
Oh,
and
wow.
look at that. Vaccine straight onto that Mega. Great time. He's going to take the fight in. It's just going to take Matrox out again. Matrox just can't get Vaccine's number right now.
I think he's pretty frustrated as well. We're seeing a few nonsensical letters appearing from his chat box. And, I don't know what he's going to be able to do against this. Baxting's used... I think Pavlik assumed that he was going to get that mega health, but then Baxting did probably one of those crazy rocket jumps that sadly we weren't able to see. And yeah, got himself onto that mega health like pretty niftily. Here's another fight going up at the upper area. Baxting pretty low, but a direct rocket exchanged onto Pavlik is going to be keeping him low for the future fight. Whoa, a nice rocket from below, I think. Machine gun. Is they going to finish it? Can he get it? No, not quite.
And Matrox there with some Vaccine moves, trying to use the rocket to give himself some position, and he's going to get the frag, but he's not too healthy. And I mean, this is it. This is it for Matrox right now. You've got to shut Vaccine out, and you've got to pick up this red without taking any damage again. And Vaccine will let him get away with the red for free. But we do know that Vaccine has been timing that Mega really, really well so far. And I think that the Mega is going to play the hugest difference for Matrox right now. And we can see Vaccine is in the area.
Yeah. Mega health. Yeah, Pavlik, if he gets this Mega and straight onto red, maybe if he gets a quick frag, you could get a string of the spawn frag. That's really the only kind of condition I can see him bringing the score much closer. But he missed the red as well. He didn't manage to pick it up. That's going to be annoying. Look at he seems very confused at what just happened. Oh, and Baxting trapping him in the corner. Pavlik's going to go down once more. And another laugh coming out of the pole. And it looks like map 1 is going to be secured, if not secured a minute or so ago, in favor of Baxting. Really nice
definitely
for him.
So the next map is
Hectic.
And I think Hectic is going to be, again, Vaccine's playground. I mean, because he's so comfortable with these aggressive situations. Hectic is just all about aggression and positional play, and I feel like those are the strengths of Vaccine. And Matrox, to me, is a more defensive, more calculated player. I feel like that's part of the reason why Vaccine is coming down so hard on him. Is that it's hard to really calculate some of the moves that Vaccine is going to do and to really capitalize on them. So
yeah,
13-7 is the final score between Vaccine and Matrox.
GG.
And GGs are exchanged, and
I think Baxting kind of finds a way to make Lost World not a sort of really quiet game. And we see games where it's 0-0 for a long period of time, and I feel like Baxting's almost incapable of doing that. He will get a frag before the 5-minute mark, whether you like it or not, or someone will. Either he will sacrifice himself so the enemy gets something. I don't think he likes to keep it stale during that long. I don't know if I've seen him play a game like we've seen maybe Cypher or Rafa in the past, 0-0 till the 19th minute. So,
yeah, I mean, it'd be really interesting to see him play against some other top. You know, I'd like to see Rafa play him. You know, I'd like to see all the top Lost World players playing against Vaccine to see how his style measures up, because it seems to be quite, like, I would say that it's a volatile style. I mean, it looks flashy, it looks really good, but I wonder if he can actually keep making the right decisions against really, really solid Lost World players.
Him versus Rafa would be insane. Well, it looks like we're going live, guys. We are on map number 2 of the quarterfinals here. Pavlik versus Baxting on the FACEIT Sunday Cup. Baxting off the beginning gets the lightning gun fast. He's got it might be a bit tricky to get himself over to that lightning gun. Baxting, Matrox hits a great rocket, and Baxting might have to settle for the second best items, but this lightning gun has really savaged Pavlik at the moment. I'm actually going to switch over because, yeah, 2 major items, and Pavlik doesn't have a great deal to play with at the moment. One more rail could take him down. He's got to be very careful. And through the teleporter, is he going to go? He does make the risk. Baxting hits the rail, and the Dutch player will pick up the first frag. Looking for that shot before the teleporter. Matrox going to pick up that mega health.
Yeah,
careful getting out of here.
Matrox taking a lot of damage, as he should, exiting that mega area. It is the price you pay for taking that risky position, and he will be working with that upper area right now, and Backstein with an amazing stack once again, and trying to play with the rail, and there we go, the rocket jump up to that red. He will actually take a lot of damage there, so that was really a great situation in the end for Matrox, but as we can see, he's not in the best of positions, and Backstein, here we go, here he comes. He's going to make sure that Matrox does not live. He will die in the little puddle in the prison bar area, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the prison bar area. I like it. Yeah, Backstein keeping it. It's 2-0 and a minute and a half's gone, so this guy's playing it very slow. Backstein getting that typical rail shot and a second one. Pavlik just making himself, known just a little too much. Backstein's got to be careful. He's got 16 health. A 50 health bubble is going to be awfully appetizing for him. He is going to get on in this LG fight. Who's going to take this out? Matrox actually picking up a nice bit of LG towards the end. But Backstein with a stack to keep him going for a bit longer. 4-0 at the moment, and a great rail.
Yeah, just batting Matrox away a bit with that rail, stopping him from committing towards the fight, and Backstein just keeping Matrox at arm's length and just finishing him off to his own leisure, his own leisurely time. And Matrox again playing the upper area. Oh, good rocket from Matrox, exactly what he wants to keep doing. And if he can get some more damage onto Backstein, he might be actually able to secure an item with all the damage that he's been dealing.
Yeah, he's a step closer to picking up a frag. Backstein has no armor. There is mega health in just a moment. Matrox is not going to come through. Looks like he wants to secure that red armor. So Backstein just with health points to play with at the moment. Oh, Pavlik showing his back. Could be painful. He runs out of lightning gun ammo. And Pavlik with the question mark. He does not look the best pleased in this situation. But Backstein is really low. Surely this is going to be an opportunity for the Polish champ to
yeah, it's going to be really horrible if Matrox cannot capitalize in this situation. And that red is up, and Backstein's going to be knowing that, and he's going to be looking for the damage off of the red exit. But Matrox able to get away in time, and Matrox building a good stack for himself. And there's Backstein. He finds Backstein close quarters. Backstein going to take a lot of shaft damage, and on the chase, Matrox will actually pick up that frag, and off the spawn, he's looking good to pick up another one. And oh my goodness, Backstein with the fadeaway rail as he goes through the teleporter. That's not what Matrox wanted. He needs to continue his momentum, and this kind of play off of the spawn is really going to hurt him, I feel.
Yeah, Backstein's got that red armor, which is pretty tight for him to get in a rail on the side. Matrox is really early for this mega health. He wants to really make sure that he gets this. Not giving this one away. Backstein comes through a teleporter. He gets Pavlik gets one rail, 10 HP. The rocket's going to finish him off, and Backstein, well, he's fought an advantage, well, giving himself an advantage where it looked like he was crippled. That red steel really did trigger all of it.
Yeah, 6 frags. Matrox going to find Backstein again. Backstein with maybe not the best weapon choice at the beginning of the fight, and Matrox pushing the issue, but it's not going to work out for him, and he will die. And Backstein with another frag awarded to him, so it's not looking great for Matrox right now. Matrox needs to do something different, and what he's been doing has not been working too well for him.
Backstein just looks like he's having a pretty easy time with this at the moment. Pavlik looks really kind of slightly confused at some of the positions that he's using. He does get himself onto mega health, but Backstein always, nice rail, always kind of denying any kind of benefit with these rail shots or rockets or just bits of a lightning gun that are floating around. Trying to get the plasma shots out. Pavlik looking for damage up the bounce pad. He's even going to chase onto it, and I think that's a sign of kind of lack of motivation, or I don't know. I think Matrox looks slightly disheartened from this whole experience playing against Backstein.
Yeah, it must be difficult. I mean, there's been so many situations where Backstein has just shut him down. Like, all of his options, his game plan, he can't quite get the game working in the way that he wants to play his own game, and because Backstein is pressuring him so much all the time, just shutting him down, and it's got to be disheartening. It's got to be hard to deal with.
Yeah.
But that is maybe one of Backstein's his stylistic advantages.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just one more player realizing that Backstein kicks quite a bit of ass in these recent days. 13-1. It's 4.5 minutes. I mean, this is also Backstein's map pick. You've got to remember, Matrox picked Lost World, which Backstein won pretty comfortably. So 12 frags to make up. Shotgun blast through the teleporter exit. Gonna pick up one more. This is really, really difficult for Matchrox. I don't know how he's going to make it back. It's weird because you kind of feel like you should slow play till you get a clean frag. That's really the typical thing you end up saying, but on Hectic you need to keep pushing that damage out. Everything that Pavlik's been doing so far just hasn't worked the way he's hoped it would. 5 impressive now, 16 to 1. It's just, oh, here's a rocket and a major item. Pavlik could get himself onto something at the moment. Be really careful, that mega health is also up. And Paxton gets onto it without a problem. Oh, nice rocket on the wall, gonna pick up one more. And off the spawn as well. Is Paxton gonna hit a big rocket? He does, but one more frag goes to the pole. 16 to 4. Oh, he gets the pommel out, and he even ends up winning that situation. 50 health bubble. Paxton still just holding on to his life, backing off to this yellow armor. Oh, and Pavlik does pick up a frag. I don't know, 12 frags now.
Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to be optimistic when there's not much left. But Pavlik has got quite a lot of health and armor. He's starting to bring the frags together. Maybe something. Maybe there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
It can definitely be difficult in Hectic. It's I think a similar situation to Airwalk, whereby you can really get. I mean, even if the game is actually like somewhat, kind of close, you can actually see big frag differences like this. And Matros going in for another fight with Backstein isn't going to get the kill. The Backstein is almost dead. He's barely alive, and he will be finished off by that rail. But I mean, Hectic's just a map which is just going to have a lot of frags. There's just not many resources. It's really small, and it can be difficult to avoid your opponent and keep the frag count down. So I don't know if it says too much about the skill difference between the two players, but Vaccine is definitely making stuff happen for himself right now, and Matrox is definitely struggling a bit.
Yeah.
But he does take another fight, and with the health pickups, it might be enough, but not quite. And it's a 10 frag difference and 2 minutes remaining.
Nice round. Pavlik's managed to make a bit of work out of the opportunities he's had. Oh, that rail at the end was stunning. He's got red armor coming from just a moment. If he can cycle the items well now, that'd be good for him. But he's going to take a rail. Oh, he doesn't. Backstein missing a crucial shot. Mega health up in a moment. Backstein controlling it as well as ever. Through the teleporter, there is a rocket in the hand of Backstein, but he's going to go down once more. 7 frags left, and calculations are going off into my head, and trying to work out this possibility of all the things that are going on. And it looks like Matrox has not given up at all. He seems to have suddenly found a second wind, and is pushing pretty hard at the moment.
Yeah, minute 1 and 20 seconds, and Vaccine is really low after the nice rail of Matrox there. And Matrox is actually picking items up, so he could get some kills under his belt. But is it too much to ask for? Is that 7 frags in a minute too much to ask for? And he's going to force the issue, go straight through that teleporter, and horrible position there, and just he committed an unfortunate moment, and he's not going to be able to pull it through, and even picking up that frag off the spawn. I mean, still 7 frags in 1 minute. It's not impossible by any means of the imagination, but will Backstein let it happen? Yeah,
that's the thing. Backstein will really have to make some monumental cock-ups at the moment to let. But Matrox is hitting some great rails right now. His accuracy seems to have shot up from what it was earlier on in the game. But for me, it is too little, too late. A nice kind of final 4 minutes for Matrox, but Backstein did all the work at the beginning to pretty much put it out of reach sooner. And it looks like we are going to be seeing Backstein making it 2-0 versus Pavlik in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and I mean, I can already give some spoilers. I mean, not spoilers, but I know what the next game is going to be that we're going to watch. So
that's a spoiler.
It's going to be Demon and Pavel will be the next game. So
Pavel beat Twister then. I think that was what the other quarterfinal meant to be.
I think so, yes.
GG though to Backstein. Commiserations to Pavlik.
Showing he can still win games, and that he's still hungry to win the FACEIT tournament. So he's going to be up against CZM next, as far as I know. So that's going to be really interesting. Can't wait to see that game.
Pavlik making jokes. He's asking, "Stop playing, please, Backstein. I want to beat you now." And Backstein obviously practicing very nicely. But let's just head off to the brackets, guys, and we can see what kind of what they're looking like at the moment as we're heading into the final stages of the tournament. So that does mean we've got Backstein, who's going to be going against CZM. We are going to be watching that game right after we watch Pavel versus Demon. So some nice 4 players at the end. Pavel, he managed to win the FACEIT Sunday Cup number 1. He beat Strengths in the final. Backstein won in the cup number 3 that we saw last week against Cypher. Who else won? It was Kilson won the second cup, so he's not here. So we could get a new winner, but then again, we could have Backstein and Pavel trying to get their second title. CZM and Demon trying to challenge against that. I believe we've got information. Do we have information for the next game?
Yes, I believe we do. I think we have a server. And to all the people who are worried that we might miss the CZM game, they will actually wait so we can catch the CZM Backstein game after this one.
Yeah. And
so there's no problem there as we connect up to this one. Demon and Pavel. I know you're a big Pavel fan.
I'm kind of a fan of both these players, though. I like both of them, but Pavel, before you ask the question, I'm favoring Pavel a little bit. But I don't know, again, what maps we're going to see. I think Demon's going to want to play Silence, but maybe Pavel's been practicing a bit. I'm not sure. We could see a Silence between these two players, and that would be pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I find it really hard to call. I feel like Demon actually exceeded my expectations when he was playing Sparty, because I felt like Sparty was playing pretty well. I mean, at least in the first map.
He definitely was in the first map.
And I feel like Demon really showed that he's really quite solid. Like he's got all the fundamentals down. It looked like he's a really solid player, and I feel like he could definitely make the finals if he keeps up his form. I feel like he's got it. You know, he's got some stuff going for him. So
yeah,
be looking forward to seeing how this actually pans out, because of course Pavel, one of those people as well. So there's so many players you can make the finals in this tournament. It's really interesting, actually.
Exactly. And we have actually got maps being picked. Hectic is going to be map number 1. My finger is in the direction of Demon for picking that. I guess Pavel would have removed Silence and Demon would have picked Hectic.
So how's Pavel on Hectic? Is he an old school, only plays ZTN? Or is
well, he was. He definitely was. I think Pavel might struggle on Hectic, but maybe he could show things I haven't been able to follow. The guys are practicing recently, so we could see Pavel surprising on this map. Second map is going to be Lost World. We saw Demon playing there pretty well against Sparty earlier, but again, Pavel's also tremendously strong on that map. And tiebreaker will be Furious Heights between these two players. I think Pavel will be good. I think Demon might take it down Hectic, but I believe we might see Pavel shining on the last match. But I don't know. I'm guessing 3-mapper, going to be close, going to be tight, and I'm going to let the players know that we are ready to go forward in this best of 3. So let's see if they want to move forward. Or maybe they're waiting for Force to do something, I'm not sure. But Hectic, again, Demon's showing he's ready. Yeah, Hectic's going to be difficult. I have no idea what to expect from Pavel here, so I mean, guys, really, it could be anything. We could see some strong timing from him, keeping a close eye on the items. I think we'll see maybe some nice rail shots. Let's have a look at what kind of ping they're playing on. 50 to 65, it's pretty even. Pavel shouldn't be shouldn't be playing on anything he's not familiar with. It's really the right ingredients for a good best 3.
Definitely. I really can't throw predictions either way. I feel I'd really struggle to predict these games, so I'm quite anxious to get into this straight away. And are they ready?
Well, Pavel is doing some kind of warm up.
Some warm up. What is this warm up?
So guys, we are going live. This is the FACEIT Sunday Cup number 4 semi-finals between Demon and Pavel. Map number 1, Hectic. And I'm on Demon off the beginning, getting the yellow side spawn, trying to block Pavel from that red armor. Oh, Pavel going to get pushed all the way into the mega area. But Demon really picked up a good amount of items. The lightning gun is so strong from the Russian. He's run out of ammunition. The machine gun's going to finish it off. And a bit of a sort of light tapping of the keyboard, just to indicate some stress on behalf of Demon. Fairly good start for Pavel, but he hasn't really got much left of it.
Basically, it's really even right now, and they're both going to work their way on position onto the red. They don't want either player to get the red for free. And there we go, Pavel jumping on towards the red, and he's going to pay for that red pickup with his life. And Demon with 50 health, the mega, and right now it comes down to Pavel again, trying to deal the damage. onto Demon, but Demon carrying this through now with 2 frags to 1.
Nice.
He's going to pick up that rail, and now he's got a bearing on his opponent, and he's going to get this yellow. So it's all about this next red, and Demon's in the right place at the right time, but Pavel is as well. And look at those rockets. Pavel's going to come out on top with those fantastic rockets, going to kill his opponent and take that red. And Pavel, what are you going to do next?
Yeah, got a wild on the items. He gets a nice rocket on the side. Demon waiting, maybe a little bit early for this mega health, but Pavel goes through the teleporter a little bit prematurely. Does pay for it a little bit. Yellow armor up on the side. Demon gets onto it, and he's already made himself scarce. Red armor up next. We could see Demon shooting down from the 50 health bubble. Oh, he makes himself shown, doesn't manage to hit anything. Pavel in charge of the situation at the moment.
They're definitely a Demon trying to back off, trying not to die, but he's receiving a lot of damage. He is dealing the damage back in the process, and he's doing a good job. And to be honest, even though he did die, I feel like he actually made that death worth it with the amount of damage he dealt off of the spawn, landing another rail, putting Pavel down onto 2 HP. And Demon knows Pavel's really low. I guess he doesn't know quite how low he is, because otherwise he would be using machine gun.
Yeah.
But he will pick up that mega, and Pavel's going to back off. And hopefully, he's desperately hoping for these 25s to spawn. Please, please, 25s
You
spawn.
don't see this very often. 2 health, 150 armor. Oh
no!
The one bolt of lightning eventually.
So sad.
Yeah, eventually connects. We got red armor next, and Demon's got all the weapons that's really massive. Oh, that rocket was really good. Pavel's earned himself position. And is Demon going to make him pay at all? No, it looks like he's not able to. And Pavel's just appeared out of nowhere. Demon getting a little bit surprised. And mega health going. Demon chases through. The rockets are good from him. 35 health left, and one more is going to take him down. It is 4-4. The game is tied up once more. Pavel with the rocket launcher. Some really great dodging from Demon. Oh, and is he just able to take that frag?
Yeah,
that was
really
close.
Really crazy back and forth games so far, and Pavel getting this red pickup. He really is got to be looking for some kind of solid control at this point. Because this game is so erratic right now, just frags back and forth, so much damage exchanged, and he's looking to get this frag right now onto Demon, and pushes on the Demon, and Demon is going to die, and Pavel is going to have a good opportunity now to actually pick up that mega and make sure that he gets a strong challenge onto the red too. So if he can get this red and not take any damage, which, oh, there it is, and he gets the kill, that's exactly what he wanted, and now this is a really huge opportunity for Pavel to really extend his lead. And look, he knows he's got the prediction rockets ready for Demon's most opportune kind of positions to get the rail damage onto him, and Pavel, the class player, knows exactly what Demon wants to do before he's able to do it.
I think he's going to get himself set up for this. Yellow armor, he rocket jumps away just as it's about to spawn. He wants to move forward, does not want to lose out on this mega health. He's going to pick it up, red armor up in 3 seconds, and Demon's wasting his time quite a lot with this nice rocket spam. Oh, and he backs off, does not want to make that risk and jump across the gap. Whoa, what the hell? I think Demon rocket jumped as Pavel jumped across, and he rocket jumped to Pavel's feet.
Yeah.
That's a really inconvenient thing to happen for Demon.
Definitely.
I don't think Pavel even realized.
I mean, it's 1 frag right now, and Pavel with a massive stack. Demon, though, I mean, if he can land another rail, come on, he needs another rail onto Pavel to really try and even things up, but he's not going to get it. And Pavel is going to be able to extend his lead a little bit more, and this is really going to hurt Demon now, because Pavel, look at this stack, he's got the mega up, he's just leaving it up, he knows he can leave it up, he's going to keep trying to pressure Demon and cut off his angles as much as possible, and he's going to take that mega when he needs to. And when he needs to is right now. So there you go, Pavel knows what to do, and he's doing it pretty well right now.
Hit 2 rails back to back. Demon is going to have nothing in reserves. 9-5 at the moment. He's not able to really get this damage out onto Pavel. Exactly, that red pickup as well. This is really hurting at the moment, the Belgian player. And yellow armor for Pavel. He's just cycling every item really nicely at the moment.
Yeah, there's not many items to cycle, but he's doing it really well so far. And we do have the mega and the red spawning quite close to each other, but of course,
I mean, rocket.
He doesn't really care too much, as the mega is such a risk to take, and Demon gets found again, so it's so difficult for him. It's such a horrendous position, and he will finally get some damage up back onto Pavel, and Pavel's like finally not over 100 armor, but he's going to change that situation momentarily, and it's so difficult for Demon. He has to find these shots, but Pavel's just reading him so well right now, and Demon isn't able to make the rails connect.
Hit the rail. He hits one, can't hit another. I'm going to switch over to Demon and see how he's going to make something of this, as we are in the second half of the game. We've got Mega health up. Pavel, who's neglected Mega a little bit. Is that Demon going to be able to make him pay?
Yeah, some really good rails. Oh, but missing that one. He can't afford to miss rails right now. And with 8 frags of difference in 4 minutes, it's definitely like a good amount of time left to deal that many frags on this map. And Demon's looking for a good engagement there, and he's not going to find it. But now he gets caught out in the open, and Pavel with some good rockets to damage Demon. And Demon again unable to take anything right now. Pavel's just on every item, and Demon is in no position to fight him.
Yep, 9 frags of difference. Pavel keeping it pretty secure. Demon could rush through if he wanted. Oh, the rocket is going to put it. Was he in the air at that point?
I think so.
Great prediction. And Demon walking into the shaft of Pavel. Not what you want to be doing. I'm finding it difficult to tell. Pavel is. I was not expecting him to play like this on Hectic. It definitely feels like he's been doing his homework over the past couple of weeks for in preparation for Adroids. Nice rail.
Boom, yeah, good rail. And we have to remember as well that like Demon, although this is his pick, right? I guess it has to be.
Yep.
I mean, this was his pick before against Sparty. Sparty demolished him here as well, and he managed to crush Sparty on Furious Heights. So definitely he's not going to be too intimidated by the result, and I mean he can just basically go, well, I did it once, I can do it again. And as he gets that frag onto Pavel, it's going to be a bit of a moral victory, like that he can actually kill Pavel, because he may be wondering that, you know, like maybe he had the god cheat on or something, but
Pavel is mortal, that is for sure. And it's interesting to see both these players are going to be attending the Adroids LAN. I think on the other side of the semis, Baxton and CTM, both of them are also attending the Adroids LAN.
Yeah, indeed.
So all these guys getting their backs down, and maybe this is going to be a slight indication of what we can see in the future.
Yeah, it's a good turnout for sure this week. And with 2 minutes left, I feel like Demon isn't taking this necessarily as seriously as he was at the beginning, understandably. And it's the deficit is way too big right now. It's way too big.
Yeah, you've got to remember, Pavel, seriously active player at the moment. He really wants to make a mark and sort of dominate or show his territory to everyone. Say, okay, I am a top dueler. He really wants to be #1 at Adroids. He really wants to be #1 here. And I think he's definitely out to prove something.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, has Demon actually had a big 1v1 result?
I don't think big in 1v1. I think most of his successes have come from his
team games and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, team games. But, he definitely adores CTF, and Duel as well is definitely a big part of his game, I believe.
Yeah.
Next game, I don't know how it's going to be, because we have sort of lost well with Demon versus Sparty, but Demon versus Pavel's going to be a different thing, because Pavel's just that much more active. It's going to be different. I'm not going to rule Demon out at all.
Definitely not, yeah. I mean, again, the Hectic to the Furious Heights last time was pretty awesome. And what is the next map again?
It is Lost World.
Lost World, so, I don't know actually. I feel like that's going to be,
But I mean, Sparty played well against Demon here and crushed him. I mean, you know, Demon loves this map, but as much as he does love it, it doesn't seem like it's one of his best. I think he doesn't pick it out of.
He's just trying to like popularize it. It's like a it's like a meta move to like make sure the map gets returned into tournaments because people love the games on it or something.
Exactly.
So nice. Yeah.
But we've seen some great games on Hectic so far, and just as we come to the end, Pavel is going to take this semi-final 1-0. GG. Let's have a look at the stats of it. Yeah, Demon got on nothing. Pavel, some great item control.
23-10.
That's pretty steep.
That is indeed very convincing. So, Lost World, do you say? Lost World.
Yep, slow map.
That's going to be interesting.
We could see something really slow between these two. If one of them, I think the first guy to make a move will probably be Pavel, and but other than that, I'd like to see a slow game between two. Unless we have like a crazy spawn at the beginning, which kind of makes a frag inevitable, then I think we'll see something pretty slow. Demon, moving us over to map number 2.
I feel like I want to give the edge to Pavel. I'm gonna,
Yeah,
so
that
we're
would be
going to split again?
No, I agree with you. I'm going to support Demon because I'm moderately biased and I always support underdogs, but I do think Pavel's got the upper hand here.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. Let's just get in this. I don't want to talk about it. I want to see what's going to happen in the game because I really have no idea.
Nah, for sure. Demon is ready up, so is Pavel. So we are going live right now. This is map number 2 of the semi-finals in the FACEIT Sunday Cup, number 4. And we are. I'm going to go to Pavel off the beginning, so this is his map. He gets onto the red really fast. Oh, and Demon, he's got no weapons at the moment. Demon pushing forward with rockets. He hits at like 1.5 of them. Another would be great, but he's going to kill himself in the end. And Pavel is going to get the edge off the beginning, getting to that lightning gun. And,
yeah, and
yellow.
He's definitely not too healthy though, but Demon's got to be aware of that lightning gun advantage, of course. You know, always you got to be very aware of that. And Demon going for the pressure now as his opponent escapes that red area, and Demon picking up that yellow because, I mean, he knows where Pavel is. He knows he can sweep away these 2 yellows now, and he realizes that's pretty much all he can get at this point in time, and that he just has to basically give up the red and the mega. There's not much else he can do right now, but working his way back onto the position, and Pavel's going to find a Demon's feet with some amazing shot work there, and Demon again in this position where he can't really fight Pavel, but he can actually deal some damage to Pavel. Exits the red and no damage for Demon. It's not looking good now. Pavel's built up quite a strong stack.
Massive. It's absolutely huge. Demon's just got to get the hell out of here, and I want to see Demon playing a slow game. I want to see him just running away, making himself completely scarce and as invisible as he can possibly be at the moment. Mega health is going to go to Pavel. Maybe a red. Yeah, but Demon does steal away the red. So a good move from him. And he's making bits of noise on there. Pavel
on the prowl right now.
Yeah.
For Demon. Demon, I mean, he's got a good stack, as you said. Like he's got some stuff going for him. And I don't know if Pavel really knows quite how much of a stack he's got. I mean, all Demon really needs is 1 rocket. Like he needs the first rocket basically. That's what he needs in the fight to really even things up now, and he knows that if he gets positioned that he can make something happen, and there we go. He's actually managed to push Pavel off into that lava area and forcing an exit. And look at this, it's changed around as far as the stacks are concerned, and Demon's in a good position to take the fight, and he does just really that, nice. And he manages to take Pavel down. So really good like reading of the situation for Demon. Like he knew exactly like with confidence how to play that out, and it worked fantastically for him. And
the plasma going on.
No.
Pavel trying to take him out. He can't manage to. And Demon is going to take the lead for the first time in Lost World. And he's got himself out of. Was he on negative before? He could have been.
I think he may well have been, yes.
Yeah, so and Demon now with the point. And Pavel on that plasma again. It's going to be plasma versus plasma. Not really working out for either of them at the moment.
So we'll have to see like how Demon actually wins control, because we haven't seen him in control against Pavel yet. And Pavel, like when he was in control, Demon was able to stack up on, like managed to find like 180 armor from shards and yellows. So I mean, Pavel right now, I mean, he's got to be making sure that he's not taking too much damage. He manages to actually do what Demon did somehow, but will Demon let that happen? That's another story. So
nice from Demon, pushing Pavel away, can't even pick up that yellow armor. Got red and mega at similar times. I think Demon should block out this area, maybe rush over to mega health. He can't let it slip. It looks like he is a bit. Red armor is up, and mega is soon to be as well. Pavel nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, Pavel just can't even risk going for anything right now. I mean, what he did there though was he actually got himself a mega time, so that mega time is going to play to his advantage in maybe by the next mega or the mega after that. But it's not. He's playing for the long game right now. He's making sure that he's making safe plays and not overcommitting where he shouldn't be. But right now, you know, Demon knows where he is, and it's like if Demon decides to push in, it's his 50-50 situation where you know, is Pavel just going to rush straight down below, or is he going to wait? You know, it's hard to know, and Demon's got to weigh that risk up against leaving the items up and when he should take the items. So Demon playing pretty well in Pavel.
He doesn't seem to be too obsessed by taking the next frag as well. And he knows he's got the lead. He knows, you know, Pavel's the one who's got the major stress at the moment. But 2 yellow armors up. He's got to be careful not to give away sort of too many of them. Hits a fairly nice rocket.
Well read by Pavel to know to come out onto the open area there and go that route.
Mega health going to be the next item. You said Pavel has a timing on it? Maybe we could
Yeah,
see.
he definitely has a timing on the mega.
Oh, big fight here. Rockets from Demon onto Pavel. The algae could finish him off, but Pavel makes himself scarce again. And he is going to run away. Plasma from the other end of the map.
This is so dangerous for Pavel right now, and Demon's coming straight onto him with the rockets and
So
will finish him off. And Pavel still with the mega time. I mean, again, if he can stack up and if he can read Demon well, he might be able to get himself a mega. He might be able to get himself into a position eventually to deal damage. But right now, it's just about buying time, avoiding Demon. And
Look at that trap.
Look at that.
So
That
nice.
was really good trap from Demon.
Insane.
I mean, I think Demon noted that actually Pavel had been favoring that area when he was on the back foot, and he actually capitalized on it pretty nicely there. And 3 frag lead, and he's playing it pretty well. He doesn't have a huge stack, and Pavel has an opportunity to deal some damage and get away with a mega. And there we go. He's doing exactly what he needs to do.
And Demon is going to back off. There's a yellow armor up on the side. I think Pavel's still right in front of his eyes. The other yellow should also go to Pavel. So Demon might be the one suffering a little bit. I'm going to watch Pavel. He's 3-0 behind, and he's the one who needs to make it back in this. I think he's been rocket jumping quite heavily because he's lacking armor when he just picked up a load. Oh, goes red. So be careful. And Demon edges out of that main room. Mega health should go to Pavel as well. So he's going to be really nice as soon as he picks that up. But if he manages to get over to it.
And Demon working his way onto that mega, and Pavel, I guess he lost the time, and Demon slipped through and
he edged too far forward,
picked it away from him, and Demon is suddenly a great position to contest the game. It's actually still quite even though. Overall, it's quite even, so it's going to come down to the next engagement. And Pavel managing to steal away that yellow, and Pavel's actually got the better position as far as it goes right now.
Oh, the LG from Pavel, he is going to take a frag, 1 to 3.
Wow, that might haunt Demon.
Carried. Well, from the lightning gun.
Yeah, like deciding to go up there was pretty risky, and I guess he banked on Pavel moving back, and that wasn't the case, and he couldn't backstab Pavel, and Pavel read it, and gets another frag. So Pavel with one frag now, and it's going to be off to spawn, most likely, and Demon
is edging off. He didn't even pick up the yellow armor. We've got some nice LG from Demon. Pavel is going to move back. The lightning gun from Pavel is going to tie things up. Demon almost changing that situation into his favor. It was a pretty close fight, but Pavel now stacking up quickly. Demon wants to do a bit of damage, and he's just going to edge off, give up on that fight, and move back to that lightning gun area. But this is going to be close. He's got a big rocket from Demon. Pavel is going to take the lead. We've got 3 minutes left. And remember, Demon is 1 map behind. He does pick up the mega health, but Pavel should have done enough damage here. He's run out of the lightning gun ammo, and I think that's going to have saved Demon's life. No 50 health bubble for Pavel.
And Demon has to be feeling pretty bad right now, and oh my goodness, gets the gauntlet frag right there.
Oh no, that's Pavel. Self-kill. Pavel didn't want to let someone do his own signature move against him. Pavel tried to just do the close range rocket, but that was a good move by Demon to just go close and really get in his face. Demon are going to pick up 1 frag and make it 4 to 3. So it's kind of going a bit back and forth there, what we like to see. And Demon is the one picking up all of the big items at the moment.
Yeah, it was very even stack-wise in the last 2 minutes, but right now Demon's managed to actually switch that around, and now he's going to be on the aggressive, and aware that he doesn't have to commit too heavily right now, at least.
Yeah.
And as we can see, Pavel actually reading the gaps in Demon's movement is able to jump onto that red and manages to keep escaping, and that's what he's got to keep doing. He's got to build up, he's got to stack up. He absolutely cannot get himself fragged right now. No. Absolutely, that would be very, very bad. He's only going to get maybe 1 engagement, like 1 big engagement that's going to decide the matter, and
the big rocket. That first rocket was great. Pavel was definitely going to go down from that. Pavel getting the pummel out, but Demon hits 2 perfect rockets, and with 1.5 minutes left, he might have done what he needs to. Yeah. But he's got to be careful. He's got no armor at the moment.
So unfortunate for Pavel, like he knew that he couldn't really take that fight, but if he could jump onto the mega, that would even it up enough for him to be able to take the fight. And he didn't actually get the jump onto the mega. He actually missed it, and that's such a blow for Pavel. 3 frags now. He just has to go for it, really. I mean, Demon's not that stacked, right? I mean, only 100 armor. It's not too bad. Here we go, Pavel dropping down, and Demon getting the mega, that looked really weird. It looked like...
Yeah, he kind of pushed him out at really the last millisecond, and Demon putting himself 4 frags up. Pavel going to go down once more, and that is going to be GG. Demon bringing it back, and we are going to see a tiebreaker because of that. So wow, his skills on Lost World are pretty... I think maybe we underestimated his ability.
That was a really back and forth game right there. I mean, both players had moments of complete control. Both players had, I mean, there was an extended areas where the game was just in moments where their stacks were really similar. Like the control was completely contested, completely blown open. The entire map was, and yeah, that's a really interesting start because it just looked like they're two even players right now. And as we go into this next map, Furious Heights, what do you anticipate?
You know, I think we could see some similar stuff we saw in Lost World. It's going to be close, and I'm not going to call a favorite at the moment because the way that Demon played in Lost World, I think anything's up in the air right now. And I'm actually kind of cheering. I think Demon's got some good momentum at the moment. Can he carry it forward is the question. I wonder what the guys in chat are thinking of him at the moment. Do people want Demon in, or do they want Pavel to be in at the finals? Because that's what these guys are going to be contesting over in Furious Heights. I'm going to tell the guys that we are ready.
Yeah, for sure. And Pavel, what can he show us on this map? Because Demon was looking pretty formidable last time we saw him here, and he's got that to contest with because right now he's on match point for Demon, so he can't let this go Demon's way.
This can go either way at the moment. We are live. This is the semi-finals of the FACEIT Sunday Cup number 4, Demon versus Pavel, tiebreaker. Let's go. So Pavel off the beginning, getting onto red very quickly. Going to be an early respawn for it. Going to pick up that yellow rail as well. Pretty standard spawn. Nothing's been taken on the other end of the map. Demon very slow, picking up that mega health. That could throw off Pavel a bit.
Oh no, and Demon's caught out in the open with that rail from Pavel. Pavel's not going to stick around for another one. He's going to be like, okay, I got one rail off on you, and I'm just going to go back and get the red. You know, that is going to do for now. And as he picks up that red, he will speed his way to the Mega Ray. See if he can get some more damage onto Demon, but he does not find Demon there. Demon being a little evasive right now. And there we go, Pavel finally locating him. But you know, with the red and the Mega being separated, I think they're separated just enough actually for Pavel. If he picks up this Mega straight away, he can actually get over there right in time. And this is a really bad situation for Demon. He could give up a frag here as Pavel comes in, speeding in. He's going to take the fight.
Rockets are just insane. Look at the damage he's done. He might go down here, but it's been such a good fight for Demon. 54 health left. Pavel is a 1-0 up, but I feel like Pavel's maybe 200 health and armor short of what he should have been in that fight.
That was very crazy. Like the rocket pushing Demon over that red was a really poor situation for Pavel, but at least Pavel came out on top, and Demon hitting that close range rail, and the pixel looking rail as he gets thrown around by Pavel's rocket. Doesn't hurt his aim at all, and as Pavel picks up that Mega, he's still okay, you know. And I mean, Demon's okay too, but he should really back off because Demon's got that red advantage.
Big drop from Demon that could hurt him a lot. Pavel might go through a teleporter, gonna chase for the frag, and Pavel brings it 2-1. It is still pretty tight, and Demon with some great work with the lightning gun. He's going down more, 2 health left, and Demon picks up the frag. Some really crazy back and forth action. Both these players really want to see their way to the finals, and for you guys who don't know, finals does mean a payout for both of the players who make it there. Demon is going to pick up one more. Pavel moving forward with that lightning gun, but is going to go down. Oh, Demon misses that mega health, and he's going to be too late to get to the red armor because of this. Just would have heard that red armor getting taken. So Demon might be disappointed he didn't get hold of the item, but he'll know when to return for it. And a nice, a little rocket there. What a rail.
Demon's rail is on right now, and Pavel, not too bad himself, not too shabby. And Demon does have the shaft advantage, I was going to say, and he pulls it out and will express his shaft onto Pavel, and will actually finally kill him. So Demon still with the weapon advantage, and the Mega is spawning imminently, and will Demon be able to pick it up? Pavel knows when it is as well, and Pavel's going to get it. So Demon not in the best of in the situation he wanted to be in, but Pavel hitting another rocket. The damage exchange between these two players is unpredictable and crazy right now.
Just pretty staggering. Oh, great play by Demon, hitting such nice shots. I'm going to have a look at his accuracy real quick. Hitting 66% rail. Not too bad. I don't know how many rails he's fired, but it seems like it's been a fair amount. Demon trying to go for this, lining up 5. Pavel moving forward, actually doing so well at the moment. 5 health left. He's going to get the frag. And rushing with a machine gun. Both these players getting frustrated quite easily. I think there's a lot of tension rolling at the moment. when there's much on the line. Demon getting a red and yellow and the railgun. A nice rocket onto Pavel, and he is going to get that 8th frag. And I feel like it's got 5 a difference. Pavel, surely you're not going to be continuously aggressive now.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he's getting frustrated or if he's lacking patience or if he just wants to be aggressive and make the difference up. Because right now he is committing too much to these engagements that he can't possibly win against Demon, and he has time to be patient. He has the time to work the clock down a little bit, try to work his way into some items, and I mean, saying that, he does pick up the Mega and the Shaft with that also, so that's going to be pretty good. He's going to find Demon on the drop down, so that opening rocket is exactly what he needed to start the engagement, and Demon trying desperately to get the rockets onto Pavel in exchange to finish him off, and that rail is so dangerous from Demon, and Pavel able to
the rail at the end
in time.
Oh my god.
A good situation in the end for Demon, but he took a huge amount of damage.
I'm so surprised, but Pavel didn't get that fight. Demon looked like he was really on the edge of the seat, and I guess he was, but he got back onto it, no problem. Mega health is up. We got red in a moment. I think Pavel's going for that, and he's going to be a bit late for red armor. This is looking really sticky for the Russian player at the moment. I'm very anxious for him in the last half of this game. Nice rail at the beginning. Pavel sends him back to the floor though.
Yeah, Demon not in the best of spots, and Pavel trying his best to get the damage onto to capitalize on it. But Demon is going to come through that teleporter and teach Pavel a thing or two. And Pavel
Spawn is so bad.
Off the spawn again is going to die, and it's not looking good.
Whoa, that rush was pretty crazy. You know, I've seen crazier things than an 9-frag comeback here. So Demon is going to just be trying to solidify his frag lead at the moment, and moves like that is really going to help it. And I feel like if Pavel isn't already losing a great amount of motivation, it's going to come pretty soon. Because Demon is just playing so good this weekend.
Yeah,
I'm
Demon's
really impressed
really
by him.
solid, really cementing himself into the upper echelons of the FACEIT tournament right now, and with 4 minutes left, Pavel has 11 frags to make up, and that can't be a good
rocket from Demon, and he's going to fall to the floor. Gets hit by the rail, and off the spawn again. Pavel going to get crushed by that. Items going for Demon, and the red as well is surely going to go to him as well. Oh, Pavel does steal it in front of him, but the damage from Demon is just monumental. 17-3, and what has Pavel done?
There is no escape.
I am so excited at the moment to see what Demon is capable in the final, and what Demon is capable next weekend. Because right now, I've not seen Demon play this well in some time, and it's his first Sunday Cup with FACEIT. This is a really impressive
That's a good
fighting.
showing for sure. And
Pavel, GG's, and Demon is going to get his way over into the grand finals. Very nice. Yeah,
and I mean, do you know who Demon is going to be playing against next, actually?
We don't, because we're going to see the other semi-final.
Right. I'm smart. Okay, so we have CZM coming up.
Yeah.
I know you're all looking forward to that against Backstein. And
it's going to be awesome.
It will be indeed, yeah. I really don't know how to predict this one. I mean, you got to give Backstein the edge because he's been very active lately and he's been performing very well. But again, I mean, CZM didn't do too badly at QuakeCon, which was his last major tournament. I think he did a lot better than he expected. And he is someone who is very comfortable on the new maps and the old. So I guess Backstein gets the favorite from me, but I still feel like CZM can definitely actually do that.
I think it's still either way.
He's a smart player, that's for sure.
But another interesting thing is that Pavel, who won the first Sunday Cup, he's not going to be contesting for his second win. So Demon could get his first win. I'm really curious to see if we can get 4 different winners in a row. So the next semi-final is going to be pretty interesting. But we are going to take a quick break, guys. Do stay around because we got some more awesome games coming for you soon. So see you in a moment. Hello and welcome back, guys, to FACEITtv. I am Zoot.
And I'm DDK.
And coming up pretty soon, we've got CZM versus Backstein. But right before we get into that, we're gonna have a small interview, a little interview with Paul Nelson. That is Mr. CZM himself. So should we get it ringing?
Go for it.
All right, let's try that. Let's see how this is gonna go down. Ring, 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 ring. Hello there. Can you hear us, CZM?
Hi, I can hear you.
Awesome, awesome. That was perfect. We can hear you as well.
Good.
So, I mean, what kind of questions can we ask DDK?
Well, first of all, what are you doing? I mean, a lot of people are, of course, CZM fanboys. I'm sure you're aware. Can't keep them away at events and so on. So, what are you doing right now with your life? And I know you're in Europe, but.
So I guess gaming related. I was at QuakeCon, and then I was traveling in the States for about a month, and then I got back here in September. And since then, I haven't really had a usable internet connection. I've tried playing a few times, and it's had lag spikes every 10 seconds. So this morning, I've tried every hour of the day for many days. This morning, I tried it. And it worked fine. So here I am.
Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty solid this morning. We managed to catch you during the sign-ups, and you're playing pretty tough. How are you feeling about your game today and going into the semi-final as well? How's it been for you today?
It's been good. I think after about an hour, I've been pretty warmed up, so I'm feeling very comfortable.
What are your thoughts on the map pool, actually? Because, of course, this map pool will be also used for droids.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a good map. I like all the maps in it.
Yeah, we were thinking it kind of favors you a fair bit. I mean, you played Silence quite a bit. Aerowalk seems to be your cup of tea. I mean, as well. I mean, what do you think about Backstein? That's kind of what I wanted to get to. What do you think of him, and how are you feeling going into the game against him?
So he looks like he's in his element right now. I caught part of his game today, and I think I caught the tail end of his match against Cypher last week. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully stepping up my game as well.
No, but I think a lot of people really want to see you breaking it to the final spot. You've got quite an obstacle ahead of you. What about Adroids? I mean, what are you thinking about next week? Are you going to be? If your internet is stable, are you going to be practicing heavily for it, or you got other things?
I'm not sure how much I'll be practicing heavily, just because. You know, a few days of practicing, I don't know how far that goes. I feel like that contributes a bit more to burnout than to, you know, any real improvement. So I'll try to play light here and there, but
yeah. Fair enough.
If I had like a month and a half of solid internet access, I think then I'd I mean, I've been wanting to play these FACEIT Cups, for example, every weekend. So I think with more time, I would have. Put some kind of consistent practice in, but I seem to be playing okay. So
yeah, for sure.
Good stuff. I mean, have you seen any of the FACEIT Cups? Have you been watching it all, or what are your thoughts on the whole FACEIT thing?
Pieces of them. I think I saw the first one and the third one, at least the finals, and can't remember. I think I missed the second one, but yeah.
Well, we won't disturb you much more before your game. We are all looking forward to seeing you play your game versus Backstein. And who knows, we might hear again from you in the later stages. So, yeah.
There's an interview for the winner. Is that the idea?
Something. I think so, yeah. It's mandatory for the winner.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
You know, best of luck, and we might hear from you later anyway. So we'll jump on your server as soon as we can.
Good luck.
All right, well, thanks, guys. I'll do my best.
Awesome.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, CZ, I mean, I like the way you kind of describe. He doesn't sort of play too heavy. He doesn't want to really burn out, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
playing.
as long as he really keeps on top of his the mechanical aspects of the game, like his aim and his movement to some extent, he's not gonna experience too much. Entropy, too much decay of his general ability, I think. So we should be able to see some interesting games, I think. I want to see, because CZM sometimes can pull out a lot of aggression of his own. Sometimes like some of the stuff that Backstein does is a little bit CZM-esque, because I mean CZM is also someone who knows those moments to really like use the rocket jumps and bring on the offensive to the enemy players, and an aggressive kind of nature to his game is something that's definitely not something that he will shy away from. So I'm quite curious to see how their decision making is going to clash.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting to say the least. I'm going to first find out what maps we're going to see. What maps, Warriors, and yeah, I'd like to see silence between these two. I think that could be pretty nice. Again, DM13 would be good, but you know, CZM also expressing the fact that Backstein is in his element, so I think he is going to be very conscious of what's going. He's not.
Yeah,
he's going to give him
yeah.
respect.
Oh, for sure. I mean, yeah, and he said he's been looking at some of the past cups and he's seen Backstein's performance and so on. So he's definitely going to be wary of Backstein's abilities in playing dueling Quake. So as we get into this,
Yeah,
I've got to say I'm gonna give it to Backstein as the favorite again.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say 2-1 then. That's going to be it. For
I
me,
think,
2-1
I mean,
Backstein.
we've seen lots of tiebreaker maps being played, so it'd be cool to see just more. And I think between these two, it's perfectly suited. They haven't picked maps yet, so we are going to see them now. CZM is... Oh no, they're coin tossing again. I'm getting confused.
They love their
I
coins.
honestly don't know. I think CZM might drop Lost World, but I also think he likes it himself, so...
Yeah, I think he might. I think he's going to drop Lost World as well. I feel like that will Furious Heights because, I mean, from what we've seen from Backstein, he's very strong there, and especially Lost World. Like, I don't know if CZM will be actually able to be a contender there against Backstein, as good as CZM is, and I feel like he's going to have a much better chance on Hectic and Silence.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can definitely see that too.
Silence between these two would be pretty good. CZM is going to drop... what is he doing? Okay, he's dropped Lost World.
Okay,
right,
there we
so
go, yeah.
that's,
That makes sense.
I think that's probably the best decision he could have made.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw the Lost World of Backstein against Cypher, that's last weekend. That's definitely a good decision to make.
I think Backstein might drop Arrow. Yeah, he's going to drop Arrow.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense as well.
I said it before he said it, so it does count still as a... Okay, never mind.
Interesting stuff then. So
we've got Silence is still in the pool. We've got Hectic around, and we've got Furious Heights.
yeah,
I think... what is he doing? He's random voting loads of things. So random number is... So Silence, CZM is going to pick Silence. So that's going to be our first map tonight. I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, this could
both
be
of them can play that. Both of them are
yeah,
good.
the first high-level Silence game of this cup today. So good stuff.
Yeah.
And Backstein picking 27, Furious Heights.
And that means Hectic is going to be the tiebreaker map, guys. So looking pretty good run of maps. But I mean, is this going to be one of the really first, like, seriously high-level Silence games where both players might be on equal levels?
I think it's really hard to say. Because I don't know, actually. I really don't know. I just genuinely don't know.
So I've seen some definitely high-level games on Silence played before, but not. This could be the highest, the guys who probably have worked it out the most.
Definitely,
I don't know about
that.
that. Backstein's still a question looming over his head.
Yeah, because we've only seen him really play against Cypher as far as we saw last week, and Cypher, he hasn't really played much Silence, so I don't think that was a good test for Backstein. So we'll have to see how it actually goes.
And see what is CZM doing. All right, well, I'll just tell him that we are ready. All right, thank you. He's on that for me. Backstein has agreed, and CZM will be ready to go in a moment. But I'm not going to be surprised if Backstein pulls this away from him, because he's surprised everyone so much recently. I kind of feel like there are still surprises to be made. But I want to see a completely fresher finals at the same time. I mean, Demon versus CZM finals would be pretty insane. He's played so out of his world at the moment. I really just hope in the finals he doesn't pick Hectic first, because he's not that good at it. I feel really harsh, but he's just so much better at Lost World and Furious Heights.
Strong words, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll agree with me.
The Hectics have definitely not gone in his way, the ones we've seen. To be fair, he's been playing good players, but at the same time, yeah, it's hard to know really. But I mean, Demon, when his rail is on, he's probably quite a beast on Hectic, because I don't think I've seen him play a Hectic where his rail was actually on. Like, he was actually missing much more than he normally would. So
yeah, it's
I think
true. He's
that
never
might
really,
be,
that could have been a big part of it.
yeah, I think that might be it. But we shall see, and I guess they're just warming up as they. We did make them wait.
Yeah, that's true.
So for the last semi-finals, so we didn't actually miss the game. So I guess they want to warm up some, and whilst they do that,
team's going to get to relax for a bit, maybe have a nice Belgian beer.
yeah, remember to support FACEIT, guys. Get on the FACEIT Facebook, FACEIT Facebook.
But
get on the site, make an account, sign up. Not next week, but the. Oh, we're getting straight into this.
We are live right now. This is semi-final number 2, CZM versus Backstein, map number 1. CZM already in a bit of trouble. Red armor, he's been taken, but the shotgun by Backstein is going to take frag number 1 immensely quickly. A very close proximity spawn at the beginning, and Backstein pushing back. He's got that mega, got that yellow. Edging forward, CZM in a bit of trouble maybe. The lightning gun is just powerful. And red armor at the moment, Backstein edging forward, trying to control the spawns a little bit. But CZM moving back to the other room.
Yeah, Backstein pushing really hard onto CZM so far and getting 2 frags up in the opening moments of the game. And this is the first test for CZM right now. How do you play this map out of control, CZM? You know, how are you going to manage Backstein's aggression? And we can see CZM hanging around around on the green armor area there, just trying to get the bearing onto his opponent's position, trying to get the damage where he can, and he's going to pick up this yellow. But will he be able to pick it up safely? And I think he's having some issues with the movement there. And luckily, Backstein was not around to punish him, but CZM relegated to these back areas for the moment.
Yeah, Backstein at the moment chilling on a 150. Does land a rail. There's some nice rocket damage from CZM. We've got all the items spawning at the same time. Backstein's going to be, well, inundated with choices to make. But getting that frag on CZM is definitely going to open a lot of windows for him. CZM getting that yellow armor. Backstein can take his time getting the red. And maybe we could see another fire heading into the middle. CZM drops down. It is exchange rails of Backstein getting the better of the situation after that one. Is he going to move forward, see if he can find some more? I can hear the shards getting taken, but CZM makes himself scarce pretty quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And CZM's doing a good job to try and keep Backstein away for now, but Backstein speeding onto CZM there. CZM again managing to just get out the way in time, and he's not going to die yet, but there it is. There's a rail from Backstein. CZM not able to hide in time, and again another rail off the spawn, and Backstein's all over CZM right now, and CZM desperately needs that one opportunity that gets him some control back, at least something to bring it closer, because right now Backstein has a massive stack, and he's just hitting back-to-back rails onto CZM, and CZM is running around like a headless chicken, not able to move anywhere really. Backstein all over him.
Yeah, he needs to get some solid damage on Backstein. At the moment he's going to make the jump, but Backstein prepared, got the rail angle, and just waited for him to cross the crosshair. CZM going to be probably going down again. The 50 health, well, he's going to take it, but it's definitely not going to save him. Mega health up also, and Backstein has got full run of anything he wants to do here. He is the king right now, and CZM, well, he's got a lot of work to do. Fortunately for him, he's got a lot of time as well to do it.
Yep, definitely is one thing is going for him, but Backstein just right into CZM there, and CZM needs to show us how he's going to basically close the gap.
Oh,
and Backstein with a great rocket in midair there, and he's going to kill CZM again. He just knows where he is off every single spawn, and I mean he's not risking any items to go for these frags, and he gets the frag so cleanly. And there we go, rail. I mean, Backstein is looking good right now, and CZM 10 frags. He's looking at 10 frags already, 3.5 minutes into this.
I don't know what there is about this. It's just, yeah, all about Backstein hitting a lot of shots. CZM does get a bit of damage on him, so Backstein might have to get a plaster from somewhere. But he is going to back off with that yellow armor. And you know, as soon as there's a quiet moment, I'd really like to take a look at what kind of stats we're looking at in terms of item control.
Yeah, and there's a good separation between the items, so CZM might actually be able to pick up something here. And he will get that red, but Backstein with some amazing rockets, 2 direct rockets, and a rail finish is going to just shut down any hope CZM had of turning that into a big opportunity for himself, and that's going to be pretty disheartening. And CZM is going to land some nice rockets, but right now, I mean, it's really tough for him right now. Really tough.
CZM probably going out the top exit, is he not? Red armor up in the moment, he's not being shown anywhere. I can have a quick look. Oh, I can hear CZM, so I'm going to shut down my scoreboard for just a moment. Baxstein out of rails. And red armor up, not up for ages, so we're going to see the fights probably taking place around the yellow or the mega area. Neither, yeah, CZM does rain some rockets down from the middle section. And I wonder if he's going to make a challenge for this red armor at all. If he even can, I don't know if there's any possibility it will happen. He tried to go for a jump, it didn't work out for him. He hits one rail, but Baxstein picking up the red armor afterwards. Not going to do many favors. CZM surprisingly gets away with his life.
Yeah, nothing is really going CZM's way right now in the first 5 minutes of this silence game. And I mean, every opportunity he's had, Baxstein's just shut him down straight away without any remorse at all. It's so clean. Like, Baxstein is playing such a clean game right now.
Yeah, I really want to look at the scoreboard again as soon as I can. Damage, we're looking at Baxstein done more than twice the damage CZM has. We're looking 2.6k to 1.3k. That's a big difference at the moment, especially when Baxstein is the one picking up all the items. His control has been flawless so far. Got red and mega at the same time. CZM getting caught out on the pipes. He's going to get away. No, nice rail by Baxstein through the little the halt gaps in the wall. And Baxstein again, 200. It's completely relentless control.
Yeah, it's overpowering, overwhelming the amount of resources that Baxstein can freely take at the moment. And yeah, I don't really know what to say at this point for CZM. He needs to basically just hit a huge amount of damage onto Baxstein. And where is he going to find that damage, though?
Yeah,
that is the problem.
I'm not sure. I mean, he hasn't picked up a single mega health yet. He's picked up only 3 reds. I mean, Baxter's got everything else. And after 6 minutes, you can tell there's quite a lot more. I'm going to flick over to CZM. Let's just give him a bit of count time. Look at that. His accuracy's fairly low at the moment. I mean, there's a lot of a spam with his lightning gun, so that probably won't have a big impact at all.
CZM did pick up that mega there, and that was the first time that Baxstein really didn't get himself onto the items in time to get the position to deny and take. But Baxstein with another fight here against CZM, and CZM is going to manage to come out on top there. And he's going to try and push for the frag, and if he can get this frag, he should be rewarded with some semblance of control for the first time. He's going to just release a sigh of relief of Baxstein just standing there in his face, anticipating perhaps the angle that CZM wanted to abuse there out of that teleporter, and CZM is going to come down onto this mega area, but it's been taken already, I'm afraid, and I think Baxstein's going to get that red, so a bit of a misstep there, not knowing when the items are spawning. And so far, I mean, Baxstein's been when he's been in control, he's been very cognizant of his positioning with, relative to the items that are going to be spawning in CZM's position, and he hasn't really been making any major mistakes.
No.
And I mean, he's given away a couple small opportunities, but he was able to shut them down straight away, so CZM not able to get his head into this game right now.
It just feels like Baxstein's so aware of the timings on at least red and
I couldn't even see Baxstein.
That was a tasty roll. Yeah, the Baxstein just knowing the timing of the items so well and understanding where CZM is going, he just seems to know what item to be on and when, if he is out of control. And they're just to maximise the chances, and it confused the hell out of CZM, as you were pointing out. And CZM does put himself on 200 armor, so maybe we could see a little bit of a confidence booster for him in the final 2 minutes. But I think making back those 12 frags could be a little bit demanding.
Definitely.
So the telefrag! Just as CZM was 100-200, that's got to cripple your mental game just a little bit.
So we have what is coming on next? Was it Furious Heights that Baxstein wanted?
It's I can't remember actually.
I think it was Furious Heights, and I've got to say that I fear for CZM on Furious Heights. I felt like Silence and Hectic would be the maps for CZM. I mean, maybe he'll prove me wrong, but I feel like Furious Heights is going to be pretty strong for Baxstein. And look at this. I mean, look at the momentum he's going to be carrying into the next map after this crushing defeat of CZM. I mean, 17-1. That is huge.
Yeah, that's massive.
absolutely crushing.
But I don't know if CZM's played that much Silence. I mean, he played a lot in August, but maybe not since then.
Yeah,
I'm trying to justify myself why this score is occurring. I don't think Furious Heights will be worse than this by any means. I think CZM will have a total number of games played on Furious Heights. There'll be a lot more.
It would definitely be quite difficult to make it worse than this as well.
Yeah, that would be an
72
achievement in itself.
is pretty significant, and CZM just trying to get anything he can, and just get some frags. Just frag back scene. Just that's it. That's the goal. Frag back scene once.
No.
Denied.
So look at Backstein's accuracies, and looks like he's pretty content with the way he's played that. Both players getting around, mid 50% in accuracies. And, Backstein has shot twice as many. So GGs are called, and Backstein is going to be 1-0 up going into this next map of the semi-finals.
Yeah, definitely. And as we move into Furious Heights, I hope that CZM manages to pull it together, because otherwise you don't want to go out in this way. You don't want to get crushed out of the semi-finals by Backstein. Sure. I mean, no shame to lose to Backstein, but it's not going to be pretty if it's another scoreline like that. And I think we'll be getting into this straight away, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Backstein probably wants to. He wants to keep his momentum going. CZM might reflect a little bit on his game, try and pin out where he went wrong. Let's just tell quickly that we are ready to go. But yeah, CZM really needs to remain calm. He's not really the type of guy who will get like...
Nah, I don't think he'll get flustered necessarily. I mean, stuff just didn't go his way, and Backstein was just on top of it, really. I mean, he did have opportunities, but he just couldn't make the most of them at the given moment. So, I mean, he can slow this game down a lot. I mean, if that was one of the issues, if Backstein's pace was one of the issues that he was struggling with, then he can definitely slow this one down a lot and try to play a more careful game, perhaps. But I mean, there has been some criticism for Silence, that Silence it bears resemblance to DM6, to Campgrounds, in that it can be quite difficult if you're the player out of control to really get onto anything. Because I mean, with DM6, I mean, it's really easy to run Mega Red and Yellow. It's really easy to do that, and then you get like a free 10 seconds, to hunt your opponent down. And I mean, a lot of people think that Silence is. I mean, that might be one of the reasons why Silence shouldn't be in the map pool, why it could be a broken map. But we have to see more games on it, I feel.
I like to think that I've seen more equal games on Silence than I have unequal. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. We are going live right now into map number 2 of the semi-finals between Backstein and CZM. Let's go on to... Oh, we're on Backstein, it seems. We're going to get that rail spawn, just hovering his crosser over that red armor. Realizes that he is going to be able to get it nice and safely. And now he can focus his attention on where CZM is, but CZM rushing forward with that lightning gun.
Good damage, yeah. He made a really nice exchange there for himself, and he's come out on top, so he's going to be definitely in the favourite for this next engagement, but he does manage to push Backstein away and gets his position sorted, so can he get the frag? Backstein's actually leaving himself very exposed there.
Backstein's denied.
Goes for the risk there, taking that red, but CZM's on top of things. He's going to get the Mega as well, so this is the start that CZM absolutely needed, and he got it, and now what can he do with it?
Yeah, he's going to need to find something to really convert it into, well, maybe a few more frags. There's another yellow available in the Mega room, I think, but it looks like he wants this red armor. Looking around, saying, oh, Backstein's over the shotgun. You faced the wrong way, CZM, and Backstein's going to get that item 5 health left. Just going to make it over the 50 health bubble in his hands. He's got 5 seconds until Mega, but it looks like CZM probably going to be keeping his eye on the yellows for a little bit longer. Yeah, and you can see like Backstein really using the item timing to his advantage there. Him knowing exactly when it was so crucial there, and Backstein coming in for another engagement, knows when the red is, can get it in time, pushes CZM away. And CZM being very cautious now because he knows that he can take a nasty rail, and luckily for him, Backstein will whiff that rail, but it's not over for CZM yet. Backstein is going to be looking for him. He's going to be looking for the shots, and CZM cannot be seen. He's in this open area, and there we go. Backstein's going to catch him out, and for sure Backstein's going to commit to the frag here. Yeah, he's got to 18 health left for CZM, and a big investment of lightning gun ammo. Backstein's going to tie it up. A big rocket onto CZM, and a rail on the second Mega health is up, so Baxine doesn't want to commit too heavily in case CZM drifts past him. But Baxine safely on that Mega health, clean as you like. And red armor might be his next. Whoa, that rail was so nice, and a second one to follow. Put it to 2-1. Baxine looking great, and 1 second until red armor. Baxine's got it. Sorry, CZM's got it. The plasma gun coming out, not too much damage. 100 health left. But all that control he had is not looking as good as it was.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that he can take some solace in right now is the fact that Baxine isn't stacked by any means of the imagination. He only has 50 yellow, so he does have the weapon advantage, and that's what CZM has to watch out for. And there we go, CZM maybe not giving Baxine enough respect, and he gets railed twice in a row there. And he will luckily pick up that red off the spawn. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty close. I mean, CZM still has enough to work with here. He's got some options, but he's got to be wary of Baxine, as Baxine is looking for him right now.
Yeah, Baxine's going for all the kind of spam prediction rails that he can. I mean, just the way you should. If you don't go for them, you're not going to get them. Red armor for the moment. CZM elects to fire the rail. Doesn't have the lightning gun. I'm not sure if he has access to it at the moment. Nice rocket jump from Baxine. You can tell he's feeling a little bit confident with his play.
Yeah, look, he's setting up the trap here. Oh, he drops down just as CZM comes into the room, and the trap doesn't actually play out. So CZM gets a nasty rocket to the feet there, and will get pushed away from that Mega, and Baxine cementing his control finally, I feel. But this red is coming up, and yeah, CZM isn't going to be able to make a play onto it. So CZM in the position again where he cannot take engagements, where he has to hit the long-range damage, he has to set up the traps, he has to keep on top of the item times to make sure he could get steals like Baxine did to CZM that one time in the game, and those are his options now. They aren't very many of them.
Yeah. I know what he's saying. CZM getting a yellow. He's hitting a string together like 1 or 2 rails here and there, but not really enough to get Baxine worried about whether or not he can charge through the packs. CZM, just missing that rocket at the end. Baxine bringing it 6-1. And really the pressure is mounting for CZM at the moment to build some kind of stack. I think this is really the part of the game where you've just got to sort of slow it down. I mean, we go through it over and over again. Be careful, be a bit defensive when you've got the time left and you've got there's not too many frags to make up. CZM can't just keep sacrificing himself to Baxine.
So CZM though, with that red pickup, is going to be a real big boon for him, and finding Baxine, this is dance between the two players. Who's going to come out on top here? And there's a lot of damage exchange, and CZM manages to bully his way onto that Mega, and Baxine with a rocket in return is going to even things up a little bit, but they're both really weak.
Machine gun, 1 health. Baxine went to 1 health. He's going to get the 50 health bubble.
Oh, that rail as well. CZM had only managed to finish him off there. But the rails again from Baxine. He's doing a great job keeping CZM low. It's exactly what he has to do. And CZM's going to be kicking himself that he wasn't able to finish Baxine off in that situation. Yeah, with a Mega spawning imminently and a red almost at the same time, Baxine gets to choose. And he gets, if he can hit the rail onto CZM as he jumps across, it's going to be great for him. And now he can just fall back to the red, fall back to the yellow if he chooses to do so. But instead he's just going to choose for the, to go for the positioning. And yeah.
Nice shot there. Baxine is hurting a fair amount, but he's just hitting such great rails. It's annoying the crap out of CZM, I can imagine. 50 health bubble up there, going to put himself up to that 100 mark. And CZM just running past him. It is starting to hurt a lot. I'm going to swing over to the American at the moment. He's got an okay stack, Mega health up in a moment. Baxine, he's got pressure with that LG and moved over to the other platform. CZM is playing with fire at the moment. This is really tense. Baxine is defending his lead so well.
Yeah, Baxine's getting a lot more damage out of the kind of long-range situations right now over CZM, and it's really making the difference. It's really keeping CZM away, and it's really making sure that he maintains that 5-frag lead that he built up in the early stages of the game when he had the better control.
Yeah.
And CZM is lurking around the top areas now, and he's going to be converging onto this yellow area, but the red isn't too soon, but he doesn't seem to have a bearing on where Vaccine is exactly. But he's got to be careful now because the red is spawning, and it seems like Vaccine is there to challenge for it.
What's going on with CZM's timing? It's being crippled a bit. He's given away 2 items relatively cleanly. We've got the yellow spawning soon down by the teleporter exit near him, but he looks for the shot, but Vaccine moving back to the side he wasn't expecting. CZM a little early for Mega, and this could hurt because Vaccine's going to be able to get into this room with time to spare. Nice rail. Oh, but CZM, and he hits the
rails.
third. Amazing rail at the end, and he's going to pick up the rail gun that's Vaccine left on the floor. He's going to try and find him in the rail room. Vaccine jumping across, and it's only Vaccine who hits his shot. But that was definitely the start of something. He needed that soon.
Yeah, that was definitely a good situation for CZM. I mean, getting that frag, definitely crucial, and getting the red. I mean, he didn't manage to pull enough damage from Vaccine managing again to hit the more rails on the kind of long-range situations, but CZM at least has something to work with now, and with 4 frags, a deficit, and 2 minutes left, and this mega pickup, he's looking really good to take an engagement, to force his way into an engagement, but he has to hit the shots. That's what it's going to actually come down to, is him hitting the shots, and Vaccine is playing keep away right now, absolutely no stack at all, so he's trying to be the most elusive man he possibly can be.
Yeah, whereas I can hear Backstein crawling around those bottom areas in the water. Where is he? CZM is trying to go on the hunt. He's heading, CZM was aiming in the right place, and Backstein hit there. Oh, if CZM watches this video back, he is going to go absolutely ballistic at it. And Backstein is